If it makes you feel good to cosplay as revolutionaries, knock yourself out, burn yourself out. Just don't drag Gaza into it. Also, throwing stuff on paintings is just stupid.
Bill Maher just unloaded on the woke mob again, and this time he burned them to the ground. He called out their endless habit of trashing America while enjoying every privilege it provides. You've seen it before, the constant lectures, the fake moral superiority, the endless whining about how broken America is, all while they refuse to pack up and leave. Maher shredded that hypocrisy with brutal precision, mixing comedy and truth in a way only he can.
People who block traffic in the name of a cause, no one likes you. And you're probably hurting your cause. In case you haven't seen what's going on lately, activists for ending the war in Gaza have taken to gathering on roads and bridges and stopping commuters from crossing. It happened last week in New York, and San Francisco, Chicago, Seattle. They also blocked traffic here on the 405, but no one...
He started by slamming the arrogance of activists who think they have the right to hold entire cities hostage just because people don't agree with them. Picture this: random protesters blocking traffic, trapping families, and stopping ambulances, all to prove a point no one asked for. It's insanity. Most of the time, their cause has little or nothing to do with America itself. And even if it did, why should parents rushing to pick up their kids or workers trying to get to their shifts pay the price for politicians' mistakes? Maher ripped into that nonsense with his signature sarcasm, and the audience ate it up.
This was this, that you have to be pretty dumb to think that the way to bring people around to your point of view is to make them late to pick up their kids from daycare. And that's what most normies are thinking. I have a kid. I have a job, and yes, I'm sure there are injustices on both sides in the Middle East, as there are injustices all over the world, but I'm going to be late for work, something you protesters on the bridge seem to have the luxury of not having to worry about, which seems kind of privilegey.
Then Maher hit them where it hurts: reality. Most Americans aren't out in the streets chanting slogans because they're too busy holding their lives together. They're working 2 jobs, paying rent, raising kids, and trying to make it to the end of the month. Their biggest concern isn't some trendy global cause. It's whether they can afford groceries and gas. That's what makes these road-blocking protests so ridiculous. The very people they claim to fight for are the ones they're hurting. As Maher pointed out, that's not activism. That's arrogance wrapped in self-importance.
Hands to the street, because your hands don't have to do any work today. I'm not saying there aren't sincere passions about Gaza, especially among people from the region, but social justice warriors, for a lot of them it seems like it's more about the warrioring than about whatever the cause is. If you really cared about apartheid so much, which Israel does not actually practice, Arabs there vote, they serve in parliament, they sit on the judiciary, wouldn't you start with this? With the hundreds of millions of women in the world who live under a true apartheid, a gender apartheid of the most brutal kind? I'll wait.
Maher went even deeper when he exposed the hypocrisy behind all these so-called justice for Gaza protests. Let's be honest, for most of these activists, it's not about human rights, it's about attention. If they genuinely cared, they'd be speaking up for the women living under brutal oppression in other parts of the world, where freedom isn't a slogan, it's a fantasy. But from these same protesters, silence. The same celebrities and influencers screaming about justice online are smiling for cameras in countries that actually violate those rights. Maher nailed it. It's not conviction driving them, it's performance.
Truth to power, or do you just think you look cool in a keffiyeh? Which is really just the new Che Guevara t-shirt. Another historical figure you never researched and so think is a hero, but was actually a sadistic, racist monster fighting for communism, the worst form of government ever. But these are small matters.
He didn't stop there. Maher tore into the hollow symbolism behind their favorite slogans and shirts. They'll chant, wave flags, and wear revolution t-shirts without having the slightest clue what any of it means. To them, it's not about values, it's about aesthetics. They want to look enlightened, not be enlightened. The funniest part? Half the symbols they celebrate are tied to dark, violent histories. Maher pointed it out with surgical precision. This isn't activism, it's costume play. Dressing up in ignorance doesn't make you a hero. It makes you a parody.
This emerges with narcissism. Less about the cause and more about me. Look at me. Watch me. And if you like the way I'm fighting injustice, remember to like and subscribe.
Maher also broke down the real motive behind all this: narcissism. These people aren't motivated by morality. They're motivated by attention. Their protests are less about purpose and more about performance. Every march is a photo shoot. Every chant is a clip for social media. And every sign is designed for a perfect thumbnail. They're chasing engagement, not enlightenment. Maher exposed how the woke generation has turned outrage into a brand, where virtue signaling pays better than honesty. It's not justice they want, it's validation.
A sad, confused man even lit himself on fire in front of the Israeli embassy, and in his last Facebook post he said, "Many of us like to ask ourselves, what would I do if I was alive during slavery?" Interesting cocktail question, sir, and I guess the right answer is kill myself. But it wouldn't have actually fixed the problem if General Ulysses S. Grant had immolated himself and his last words were, "Hey Lincoln, are you using..."
And then Maher went after their most ridiculous antics: the flag burnings, the road blockades, the vandalism, all designed to go viral, none of it creating change. They act like martyrs, but deliver nothing but chaos. Once the cameras are gone, nothing's different. No new policies, no progress, no solutions. Maher called it what it is: theater. If they really cared, they'd stop performing and start producing results. Real change doesn't come from screaming in traffic. It comes from hard work and serious effort.
How sad it is that someone would take their own life for any reason, but maybe from now on, before anyone commits an act of civil disobedience, they should ask themselves a few questions, like, is the most important thing in my life something I hadn't heard of 6 months ago? Do I even know... Do I even know what the fuck I'm talking about? Am I really here for the cause, or is the cause here to bring you me?
I've run into these types myself. Protesters who shout the loudest but understand the least. I once asked one to explain what they were fighting for. And just like that, the conversation fell apart. No facts, no logic, just empty buzzwords they picked up online. It's all emotion with zero comprehension. Maher's critique hit that nerve. Activism without awareness is nothing but noise. If you can't explain your cause, you're not part of a movement. You're part of the problem.
Makes you feel good to cosplay as revolutionaries. Knock yourself out, burn yourself out. Just don't drag Gaza into it. Also, throwing stuff on paintings is just stupid.
And then there's the disturbing part, the destructive obsession with making a scene. Some of these warriors for justice will destroy priceless art or glue themselves to roads for attention they don't deserve. They scream about awareness, but destroy beauty and history to get it. It's pathetic. Maher pointed out that they don't build culture, they break it. And it's always the same result. The world rolls its eyes while real issues remain untouched. The activism fades, but the damage lingers.
Mashed potatoes on a Monet and thinks, he's got a point, I should recycle my cans. Last week, Google employees staged the sit-in to protest their company doing business with Israel. Their t-shirt said, Googlers against genocide, but they could have just as well said, look at me, see me. And Google did see them to the door.
By the end of his monologue, Maher had torn their entire act to pieces. What he delivered wasn't just comedy, it was a reality check. The woke mob thrives on outrage, not outcomes. They shout about freedom, but don't understand responsibility. They crave applause, not answers. Meanwhile, regular Americans are stuck cleaning up the chaos they leave behind. Just try to live their lives. Maher's final message hit hard. Real change comes from knowledge, not narcissism. It's earned through effort, not hashtags. Everything else? Just empty noise dressed up as virtue. And that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more truth and common sense coming your way.